Alright, now let's do some magic practice and talk about something. So firstly, just sit, be comfortable, close your eyes if you want. Focus on your body's energy, your whole body's energy. Just kind of passively focus on it. And then try to will it to be hot. Yeah, for me, it's kind of like a bit of pressure. I'm just putting a bit of pressure on my energy, and I'm kind of trying to feel warmth. What does warmth feel like? It feels like this nice, radiant, um, energetic sensation, and instantly I can feel myself heating up, which is a nice sensation. So that's one way to control your energy and to align it to the elements, right? You can do this with pretty much any element, any sensation, anything, heaviness, coldness, etc. For coldness, you feel your body's energy, and now you kind of try to make it cold. What does cold feel like? It's like a hollow, like a not quite heavy, but it's like an emptiness. It feels like a tingly, like something external. It's kind of I get those feelings, and you kind of do that, like make yourself feel colder. The more you practice this, the better you'll get at it. Another thing is humidity or moisture. So try to make yourself feel more moist. So you're gonna feel your body's energy. And try to feel like water. Now water's like thick. It feels thick and moisture. And just radiate that water, that moist feeling through your body. And if you're very dry, that can help you. So with dryness, you can feel now. What does dryness feel like? It feels like a bit tight, a little tense, a little bit it feels like I'm pulling it back, my energy back. I'm kind of feel what actually the dryness feels like, and make your sense of feeling in your body into the dryness. And I can feel I'm starting to get drier. My mouth is getting a bit drier, my body is getting a bit drier, and I'm becoming more physical. I feel more physical. So temperature and moisture is one interesting thing. Another thing is the energy of light and darkness. First, feel your body's energy, and then try to feel lightness. And I don't mean light as in like weight lightness. You can do that as well, but I mean like bright, like a candle. I can feel my energy is like it's like a light. It's just shining out. It's coming out, and my body feels energized and radiant. Like the energy is lifting. If you want to visualize it, you can try to do that, but personally I like to feel it. Try to really get in touch with the actual feeling. This isn't some imaginary thing, by the way. You're kind of, I guess, using your imagination. It's like your energy control. If you want to think your energy control is like a physical imaginary sense, then sure. You're really trying to feel, you're really trying to tap into that and do it. You have heaviness, you have blackness, darkness, that heavy black sensation. It's like depression or exhaustion. But it's actually good if you're trying to like sleep or rest or heal. So the idea is if you're not putting black in your aura, it's not actually a bad thing necessarily. It's just not something you want to do all the time. I can feel that. I can feel my body's like starting to kind of regenerate and relax, and kind of like a feeling of tiredness. And now just go back to neutral energies. Neutral energy. You can also think of colors. Let's think of like a light blue color. What does a light blue color feel like? It feels relaxing. It feels like I'm in the sky. I feel light. It's pretty peaceful. And now like dark green, like a medium green. I kind of feel a bit more like I'm in the woods, maybe. Walking through the forest or something. I kind of feel a little more tapped into nature, into the world around me a little more. And then maybe like an orange. What does an orange feel like? It's kind of like a peaceful, heavy, relaxing feeling. So I could sit here and just kind of chill with that orange feeling. then we make your energy go back to normal again. And yeah, that's something you can play around with. You can play around with this, being able to change your aura, because that is a very basic, but fundamental part of magic. If you can make yourself hot, how hot can you make yourself? You can make yourself cold, and how cold can you make yourself? It's an interesting thought experiment and an interesting magical experiment, I think. Now, you can focus on objects around you. This is an interesting thing. You can feel objects around you. Try to look if there's an object near you, like a can or a cup or a box or something. I'm focusing on a box. Look at the box or whatever it is. Look at it and try to imagine your feeling, your energy is wrapping around it, or it's kind of taking the form of that box. And the more you kind of push your energy towards it and try to condense your energy within the shape of the thing, the better your sense of being able to feel things outside of yourself is. Right now I can feel this box, so if I go to the can, I can feel the can. I have to focus on it for a little bit to really dial in the geometry, but just keep focusing on it energetically and feel it. Really try to expand your sense of feeling beyond just your body. Now you can do this with every object in your room, or you can do it with the room in general, and you can actually do it with people, which is where we kind of get into. You can focus on people energetically. You don't have to be too condensed. You don't have to try to make out their entire body, but you look at them. Whenever you look at a person, you're kind of focusing on them, but you can focus more on their energy with your sense of feeling and your lower senses of feeling. Visuals is more of a higher sense, right? And you can start to feel their emotions and what they're going through, whatever state it happens to be. And of course, you want to try to be subtle with it. It's if you just walk up to a person, or you're looking at people, and some people get a bit nervous if you look at them, and some people try to start fights with you if you look at them. So you have to kind of be a bit sly about it, a bit careful. Similarly, if you focus your energy really deeply on someone, they're gonna feel that, it's like a laser beam. It's kind of like how if you just say you have a stain on your jacket or whatever, or you maybe you have a bad hair day or something, and you're focusing on it. That's what others are going to focus on. So pro tip, if you've got a raging heart on, just accidentally, don't focus on it, and people won't look at it. It's kind of no joke, man. Same thing if you look at someone and you focus on a point, maybe they point their hair, you focus really deeply, or you look really deeply at their hair, they're going to feel that. Even if you're looking at them and they're, walking forward and they can't see you, and you're like, oh, what's that? Now look back. And you do it carefully, they don't. This is one way to divine people, to use divination or your psychic energy senses to see what's going on. You can feel people's emotions. You focus on a person and you start to focus on what are they emotionally feeling, what are they kind of thinking, what are they going through, and you just kind of you're almost like you're taking their energy, or you're feeling the energy, and you can also compare it to other things, like what would this person energetically feel about this or that? What if I said this? And you're kind of comparing your one energy of what they, the thing, hypothesis, and then them. You can do this in your mind, your imagination internally, once you've kind of gotten an idea for their energy. The more psychic, the better you become. Otherwise, you can just delve into people, and you can delve into yourself. Just be it's like past lives. Like you focus on a person, you're like, what was their past life, or what was my past life? And you stimulate your mind, your imagination, and you visually see it, or you get ideas of, maybe you look at something like a chicken or a door or something. What does that mean? Who knows? You'll figure it out if you just kind of let it come to you, or you think about it or something. So practice that. Practice working with object empathy or people empathy, and working within yourself. Similarly, that's a way to curse people. Focus on a person and you try to focus on sickness or health. You can do, you can heal people from across the room. Of course, it's kind of like the internet. The internet drops off over spaces. The better you get at it, the better your kind of reception and projection ability, receive and send ability is. But if you're kind of weak at it, you're not really going to do much. But yeah, you can like focus on a person and try and make them trip or whatever, or try and make them feel sick or feel hot or cold, and you're trying to focus on the energy and change their energy to the feeling of what actually it would be like if that person was sick or hot or cold or healing. And the more you kind of get practices, the better you get at it. You can do it while on the move or whatever. You can enter those spiritual or energetic dimensions, higher energetic dimensions, while walking or standing, or instead of just sitting there. And then you become a better magician. And that is the basis of simple magics. Is to be able to manipulate and work with energy, and then who knows? And maybe you focus on that box and you'll try to lift it, or you try to move it, or make it catch on fire, or move water or something. I kind of imagine that's how it's done, but I need to practice with that. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. If you enjoyed it, do some exercises and learn how to do this stuff. And of course, check links in the description if you're interested in social or commercial things. Do check your spam folder if I send you a message and you think you haven't received it. I pretty much send emails back to everyone who sends me one. I think I quite literally have actually. So you should get it. Maybe it's in the spam folder or whatever. Otherwise, I check them Monday, Thursday usually. And of course, have a nice day.